Hey, Kerry here. A friend of mine gave me this article out of the Wall Street Journal, and I'd suggest you go to the library and pick it up. It's Tuesday, September the 24th, and check out the headline of the article. Buying homes could soon be as simple as trading stocks. Um, I want to pat myself on the back on this one. If you'll look at my videos, in fact, if you'll stay to the end of this video, I'll give you a link to the one that a video I did on, I believe it was on July the 24th, the day after Amazon announced that they were getting into the real estate business. And I described to you in there my feelings, having been a financial advisor back through the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. Um, I alluded to the fact that I used to sell stocks at a 1.5% commission, and now that commission is down to $5 per trade. And that's what the article is basically saying, is that through technology, we're going to change the 100-year-old industry that you and I are involved in. And what the article says is artificial intelligence in housing could completely change the way we buy and sell and live. And I've done some recent videos on that, as well as to how I believe Amazon's Alexa system is going to alter the way we live. Check some of those out. The whole thrust of this, though, is my goal is to stay at the front edge of the real estate business in my community. And in order to do that, I have to address articles like this to my clientele. And I'll do a blog post on this, and I'll send it out, a teaser on it through my email system, and I'll do a video that explains it even further, and then send that to my prospects, my clients, my sphere of influence. And that's what I think you all need to be doing. And more importantly, or equally as importantly, you need to recognize what's happening. This article is, for the most part, focused on Zillow's activities in the iBuyer market and how they're having some difficulties getting ramped up, and that they're not making profit on it. And that's really to be expected when you're starting a new enterprise. Zillow recognized that they peaked out selling those leads to agents. There's a ceiling there, and once you hit the ceiling, you're done. You don't have any growth potential. So they had to change their business model, and they're doing that by getting into the buying and selling of homes, and part of that is going to be changing the landscape for real estate agents. Now you add to that Amazon's entrance into the real estate market, not so much to buy and sell homes, but instead to gather the data that's being generated out of our homes when we get into 5G, and we have the systems and the devices that they are developing that will be in our homes to make our homes so much easier. All you've got to do is look at your car to see what's going to happen in your home. Your car now has a backup device so that you can see behind you as you back up. Your car has signals in your mirror that if somebody's in your blind spot. Your car tells you when your tires pressure is low. It gives you a running gauge on how much gas you've got and how far you can get. And then with the Bluetooth, with the navigation systems within your car, these things changed within the last 6 years. Now, I had lunch with a a friend of mine yesterday, and I said, "This is what's going to happen in your house." And he said, "I'll never live to see that." And I'll say, "Well," I said to him, "do you expect to live 5 years?" And he said, "Well, of course I do." I said, "It will be in your house unless you just totally refuse to put it in, but it will offer you such opportunities to control the financial aspects of your home, but more important is it will help you live longer." Watch my video about my daughter dying. I honestly believe if we had had an Alexa in our house, she'd be alive today, because they would have told us to get an MRI rather than the treatment that we'd gotten from the 15 doctors that misdiagnosed her. So the market is changing. It's your challenge not to, like one of the prominent coaches in real estate, I saw a video that he did where he was talking to a group of agents. It looked like their broker meeting, and one of the gentlemen in the audience said, "What do you feel? How do you feel about this iBuyer movement, and in specific Zillow's movement into with instant offers?" And the speaker basically said, "Oh, that's nothing. That's never going to happen. That's just isn't a part of our industry. Our industry is a relationship industry, and you have to have face to face." And well, folks, I was a financial advisor. I'm a certified financial advisor. I'm a certified or a CLU, and I'm a certified everything in financial planning, but it doesn't work that way anymore. People trade their stocks on E-Trade and Schwab, and now there is a change in the industry where now we aren't brokers so much, but we're advisors, and that's what you've got to become. You've got to be the smartest kid on the block when it comes to real estate. And you need to be, I shouldn't be telling you about this. You should know about it. And you should be figuring out how it's going to work into your business and how you can turn it into an advantage. So as this inevitable change comes, you survive. Do not be a B. Dalton's or a Borders or a Toys R Us or Kmart. Name Macy's. They're victims of change. They did not recognize Sears Roebuck. For God's sakes, Sears Roebuck catalog was nothing more than Amazon.com in print. All they had to do was adapt their catalog to the internet, and Amazon would be called Sears Roebuck today. Don't be blind to what's happening. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. Got this, felt I needed to share it. Go to bestofusagents.com. Subscribe to my newsletter about things that I'm doing in my practice, and just pay attention to what's happening around you. Okay. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and here's a link to the videos I was referring to.